So, with every new season of RLCS, we get more and more memorable goals that no casual player can even begin to comprehend. Welcome to episode 5 of Recreating Pro Goals, in which I am that casual player, and together we'll be trying to recreate some of the most iconic goals scored in the past RLCS seasons from the comfort of a custom training pack. And with the previous episode's training pack being featured in the main menu, I think now is a better time than ever to bring this one back. So here's how this works. First, I'll show the original goal on screen and then attempt to score it myself as close to the original as I can. As usual, you're more than welcome to join along and try it for yourself. The code for the pack will be in the description down below. What's also in the general vicinity is the subscribe button, which you should absolutely click if you don't want to miss out on future uploads. But before we get into this, I want to thank ExpressVPN for sponsoring this video. To put VPN in the most basic terms as possible, you can think of it as an envelope that protects or rather hides the message inside. Without it, the mailman can read the content of the letter and next thing you know is, he challenges you to a 1v1. And I don't think you want that. So that's where ExpressVPN comes to play and creates a secure tunnel between your device and the internet, so that you remain completely anonymous on the internet, so that not even the government can track your digital footprints.
You are being tracked.
So you can in good conscience look up a kickoff tutorial without anyone knowing. Now, another great feature is that you can reroute your connection to a completely different country, which allows you to watch Netflix and YouTube videos that you otherwise wouldn't have been able to. So if this sounds good to you, make sure to go to expressvpn.com/MERTZY or click the first link in the description down below to get 3 months of ExpressVPN for free. Now with that said, let's take a look at our first shot, which comes from Jstn.
Garrett does win the ball. He's on zero boost this time, and Dapper will win the challenge, only as far as Jstn. Left on the clock, Jstn for the double! And he's rocking and rolling in game 2.
Well, it looked like Jstn accidentally side-flipped after popping this ball up, but he's so fast to recover anyway.
The thing he does here actually, like, he just pops the ball up and then he side flips. So he hits the ball up, he like side flips, goes up, and then does the double tap. I mean, are we really gonna replicate the Fields backflip, man? Or are we just gonna go for hitting the ball up and then following it up for like a redirect, basically? I prefer the second one. Like, we don't have to like do a forensics job of like what Jstn ate that morning and actually replicate exactly what he's doing. I think we just, see what he's doing, try to replicate it as good as we can. Why am I freestyling? Did Jstn actually freestyle? I don't think he did. He did, of course he did. He's Jstn. I just looked at it. Oh my god, Jstn, what are you doing, man? You just hit it up. You just get a little double tap, hit that down. I like that goal. Jstn's also bounced, so I think I'm gonna move on to the next one, which is gonna be a reverse musty ceiling shot from Ayyjayy. So let's take a look at that.
That mouse force has. You don't see teams give this kind of momentum up in this situation. You! He's doing it all! Gets down here, the backflip flick!
So first of all, Ayyjayy needs to move towards the wall, which I don't know why I just played. This actually just ruined my first try. He hits it lightly like this and goes for a reverse musty flick. And, you're gonna be like, wait, I don't hear anybody in RLCS say musty flick. What is this musty flick that you're talking about? Isn't it a backflip kick? No, Johnny boy. It is the musty flick, brother. And well, this is actually pretty similar, but there's no way I'm taking that. So I'm actually gonna try and replicate this a lot better. The most important thing is, like, after you hit it up, you go behind this. Something like that. It is a pretty slick move, I'm not gonna lie. And also, like, I really want to get consistent at it as well. So this, like the aerial bit, just like that's something I want to get better at. And getting the scoop is not that easy, so yeah, there we go. With that, let's move on to our next shot, which is by Virtuoso, which is an angled redirect.
The members, the stalkers, kind of recollect themselves here.
As the game slows down, you start to wonder how in the world Virtuoso found the top of the net. A pass from Nachitoa in the most impossible angle.
And what he does is he drives up the wall and basically bangs it in. But of course, it is much more easier said than it is actually to do it. This might take a couple of tries. The way he's hit it, actually, like, he hit the far post, so that's even more incredible. And of course, none of the opponents expected that, because you don't expect someone to go for the shot from here. Like, usually you just would do something like that. Virtuoso was like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna boom that into the corner. Unfortunately, we hit the post there. That would have been pretty nasty, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, that's actually a nice one. That is nice. Hey, that's good. I think I'll take that. Let's move on to our next one, which is gonna be by Metsanauris. And this is the peak of this freaking training challenge. I don't know why I've included this, but just pray for me.
Car was turned, ended up putting himself in the best position to try to make a save on that play. Here's Metsanauris shooting it right into Dignitas's net. We got a tie game.
Yeah, Sam get it right back. There's the demo in the corner, gives him a free look at the touch off the ceiling, make it a double tap off the back wall as well. And
so, as you could see, a very easy shot. Like, pretty much like any gold could score that. You know, all he does is kind of, he hits it onto the ceiling, gets a double tap. And that, like, with 100 boosts as well. You know, it's nothing really, like, too hard. You know what's crazy about this? Like, if this was, like, IKEA instructions, this would be, like, 50 pages long. Ceiling. Double tap. The double tap wasn't there. The ceiling was there, but... Oh, this time, though. Ah! Just barely missed. I think that's also my issue. I just need to go a little bit more towards the central pitch, like that, and then drop it down. But of course, yeah, boy screws it up. Dude, why is this like so hard? Like, Mets, what are you doing? Oh, dude, that was so close. That would have been the closest one to the real shot that I could ever get. That was clean, is what I'm trying to say. This is also clean. Hey, you know what? Do we take that? I think that was good. Let me see this again. Good thing is, like, I have this side by side as we speak. Guys, I have to take this. I have to take this. It's been like 10 minutes. And next up, we have Atomic's full court air dribble. Let's take a look at that.
Missed low on boost. Atomic's trying to air dribble to buy time, but he just takes it all.
Let's do it without freestyling, just to get a little feel. This is kind of what he's doing. Of course, that doesn't even go in, but that is kind of what we want to do. We want to get it one big touch and follow it up by a lot of like small touches. This is perfect. Was that good enough? Like, a perfect replica doesn't exist. Oh, this is the perfect replica. There we go. You know what? I'm happy with that. That was by far the best one we had. Oh yeah, that definitely looks a lot more like the one that Atomic did. So let's move on to the next one, which is gonna be from Alot.
Shot, I should say. Now all the way back up. They have to keep this one alive. Alot's gonna keep following. He does get a touch! Alot! He always finds the angles!
Let's try this first time. Let's get it first time. Boom. And boom. I mean, that's kind of it, but I feel like that's kind of besides the point. My point for this shot would be to get the angle. Let's try to get every pro to do like their goal again. What if you like sent this to all the pros that are involved and said, hey, you know what? Why don't you try to score this one more time? This really shouldn't be this hard, I feel like. Is that a lot? I don't know. Is that how Alot scored it? I don't think it is. This is not gonna work. Why am I even following? Why am I following? Why did I follow something that just wasn't meant to be? Alright, honestly, I'm just gonna take this one. If I really wanted to perfect it, I feel like I'd just be lost, man. I'd be recording here for like 5 hours. So let's move on to the next one. The next one is gonna be from Allushin. Let's take a look at this one.
Oh, Allushin! Starts off with a bang! Look at this setup from it.
Beautiful timing. You saw as soon as Allushin popped that ball.
So we'll try this one. Pop. That's actually a good height. And that was a bit too much to the side. This is looking good. Yo. Hey, that was pretty good. I don't know how much it resembled the goal, but I think this is like as close as I'm gonna get. Look at the beautiful height on that one. And we'll be moving on to the next one, which is gonna be by Flakes. And finally, everybody already knows which goal I'm talking about. So let's just see.
For Flakes. Flakes musty flick, and it's good!
Beautiful play a Proteus has ever made.
Oh!
The perfect musty flick, top shelf.
And the way you want to approach this is like you want to get some sort of like an air dribble going on, and then you do the reverse musty. Like at this point, what I'm trying to do is like I want to try to get it as much to the center as possible. Now what I'm looking for. Hit the ball up and then do the flick. And that is exactly what I want. There we go. I think this is as close as we can get, you know, weave a little bit to the left and then hit it to the center, just like Flakes did. So yeah, let's see. Let's move on to the next one.
And NRG now pressing Jstn, looking for a double tap. He can do it off the crossbar and in.
Too clean with it right now. Jstn, look at how fast he is into the air and then gets the double touch.
We will try this one. The ball goes up, hits the ceiling, and Dude, we almost like had it first try. He leaps, hits it to the backboard and gets the double tap. But we do want to stay above the crossbar just like this one. And I think that's it. I think that is as good as it will get. That one was quick. That didn't even take me a minute. So let's move on to our next one, which comes from Arsenal. And he's of course my Space Station colleague. I kind of put this one as a gimmick as well. But dude, these are so much fun to make. So let's take a look at this one.
Arsenal be the first to do it. Musty flick. And he gets it.
Arsenal, I think, was definitely going for the Musty Flick double tap. But unfortunately, the defense going to take it away from him. Hawks are trying to come off that backboard.
So this is a pretty straightforward. Arsenal hits it to the side and then does a reverse musty. The thing I want to replicate here the most is like getting the height. You know, I want to hit it just under the bar. This is the shot I'm most comfortable with when it comes to like musty flicks. So this one should not be taking me too long, and it didn't. There we go. So yeah, and with that, let's move on to our next goal and the last one, and it comes from Squishy. Of course, we have to finish the video off with Squishy. He's a legend. Let's take a look at how he scored.
It would not surprise me if they somehow found a way to take this set. It's a long set. It's a best of 7, and another double tap. This time by Squishy to tie the game.
Squishy says, okay, I see your double tap. I can do one. Boom, right over Miss.
I noticed that Squishy also like leans his car like to the left a little bit, so I'm gonna try that. And I think it does actually. Like, I don't know if this is just placebo, but I can now hit the ball like to where I want easier. So Squishy, like, he gets very high with this ball. Like that. Yeah. That is exactly the approach we want. So we want to hit it and then stay high. And of course get the double tap. That's good. And let Sir Isaac Newton take the rest. Let's go. I think that was pretty good. Let's move on to our next one, which is from Aztral. And this one is honestly just like a bonus. So let's take a look at this one. This is a crazy double tap flip reset. So let's see.
They're not willing to commit too risky on these passes. Aztral, double touch to the backboard. Yukio's pre-jump, but Aztral just does everything himself. Oh my goodness. 0 seconds. Dignita's lead by 2.
This is the game where you can cement your legacy. This is the game where you can cement your legacy.
I scored that before scoring this. Dude, this is like not even close to how Aztral did it. No, we had to flip reset. I really thought I had it. That's not how I want to go out, man. Where can we go? Where can we go with that? Definitely not the goal. Hey! Dude, finally. Oh my god. I mean, it was like not at all like Aztral did it, but I just wanted to get a flip reset. It says 0%, but you know what, brother? In my eyes, this is 100%. Alright, so that was my take on the most recent goals scored in RLCS. There are many incredible goals that aren't in this. For example, hits that get deflected by other players, or shots that are so rare that the only way they happen is naturally, and that are near impossible to set up ever again. And with that said, if you enjoy the content, make sure you're subscribed, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.